Good afternoon once again. We shall be able to start from here with our AI model from where we stopped. This model basically identifies the tomato leaf diseases for those who are not with us. A brief background of what the model is going to be doing. The model basically it is going to be about tomato farming, and we know that tomato farming is one of the highly practiced farming activities. And in tomato farming, basically in Uganda, we only have small scale farmers. These farmers, they grow the crop mainly for domestic consumption. Some sell it in local markets and some take a note higher to sell it in regional markets. The tomatoes have got various uses, for example, food security, generation of income, employment opportunities, and they also have nutrition values. For the part of accountability, basically accountability means to give account, to be able to give account for what you've done, and for people to trust autonomous solutions, autonomous systems. You must be able to tell them why a model comes up with a certain action or why it comes up with a certain decision. Yeah, the system basically it will be helping farmers, and they will be able to trust it because I I trained it using the data set, an open data set obtained from Cargo. This data set contains the nine diseases images, and one class of healthy images. Yeah, it uses input of images captured by various cameras of different resolutions, and it will process those images to give an output. It also considers the possibility of a plant having more than one infection. The significance, basically, we are talking about why is your project an importance to the society. For me, I've looked at the several techniques that have been applied in disease identification, and some of them include chemical analysis. For chemical analysis, a farmer has to extract a sample of a plant part, take it into the laboratory for analysis, then get the results later. This is time consuming, and it can be done, and it can be replaced with our AI model. This AI model basically is going to be able to identify the disease in real time, and it will be able to do this with the help of computer vision techniques to extract and analyze images which are fed into it. The AI scope is basically about tomato farming, and it will only cover and it will only rotate about tomato diseases. Yes. For the problem statement, you must be able to go deeper into your problem. Like, you must be able to define what your problem is, and in this case, the problem is pests and diseases, basically in tomato farming. How is it a problem? Farmers find difficulty in identifying the diseases, and hence their crops are destroyed furthermore. This is because they lack the basic equipment to do the work, and since they invest in a lot of money, they end up failing to attain good harvest simply because of the diseases. However, the solution and the importance of this model is that it is an automatic plant disease identification, and it will be able to identify the diseases in real time. This will be done by a farmer feeding it input of an image of a plant part or a plant disease, and it will be able to give him an output. The research questions are basically about the problem, and you must be able to give account for why you've done your problem, and basically what are going to be the operations about it, like what type of data is used to train the model. The model is using a data set containing images of nine disease classes and one healthy class of tomato leaves. This was obtained from an open and data science community. Yeah, the characteristics of data is that this data is open source, and those who want the link is in the references. Who is involved in the process and what are his interests. Basically, the process we are talking about, the process of collecting the data, and the farmer is the one who is involved, and his interests are basically knowing the plant diseases which have affected these plants. Yeah, how 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 are the users involved? The users are involved by using cameras to capture the images of the plants. Basically, we are talking about now the infected plants. About the AI methodology, yeah, with methodology, we shall be only talking about how the data is going to be gathered, and this was done by some team which uploaded the data at Cabo, and they also went ahead to split it into the training and the validation set. Yeah, they also went ahead to annotate the images, and here they were able to give labels to each and every image. Model training, and this in the part of model training, this will be done by basically me, and I'll be able to train, evaluate, and validate. Yeah, for the case of testing, we shall be able to test our model, and it will be able to work very well. Yeah, we shall be able to add some other step of AI explainability. Research objective. For research objective, basically you're talking about you remember, like before you do a design process, the first step is to identify and articulate the overall ethical objectives of the system. And this will be of help for a particular, they will be of help and attached to a particular design context. And this will help stakeholders to find the difference, to find the importance of funding your model. For the case of reactivity, basically this is how the AI model perceives its environment and how does it respond to the changes. For perceiving its environment, it must be able to capture the various images. The AI must be able to capture images and process sociability. Basically, we're talking about how the model interacts with human beings. And for the case of interaction, a human being will be able to capture images which will be used to feed into the model proactiveness, like and the ability of the model to fulfill its roles. Yeah, when you, for example, when you put in input, when you feed your model with an image, is it able to give you the required disease? Yes, those are some of the objectives. And that marks the end of our chapter. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe. Yes, thank you.